Here is how much our agency made in the last 30 days. 477,000 in monthly recurring revenue. I wouldn't have been able to achieve this without this one tool. This tool literally came out of nowhere in 2022, and overnight, agencies started hitting 6 figures just by implementing this one system for their clients. If you have never heard about me before, I'm Alex, one of the 2 co-founders at ColdIQ, the biggest AI sales agency in the world right now. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what this tool does and how we use it to generate over 6 million in annual recurring revenue, and why this might be the fastest way to build a 6-figure AI agency in 2025. But first, you need to understand what makes this tool so revolutionary that it has completely transformed B2B sales forever. Because this isn't just about better data, we're talking about replacing entire sales team with AI. We've booked over 2,000 qualified meetings for clients in the last 6 months, and we're sending millions of emails each month for billion-dollar companies. And that's actually how we scale from 0 to 6 million in annual revenue in just over 2 years. But before I get into the tool, you need to understand the bigger picture. So back in 2017, cold calling was still the main thing everyone was doing to book meetings. Everyone was talking about sales enablement and outbound, but outbound was really bad. Back then, if you wanted to do outbound properly, you literally needed teams of sales reps manually going through Google, finding prospect data, putting everything into a spreadsheet, and then writing hundreds of emails by hand every single week. It was just so boring and extremely inefficient. To paint the picture, to find one email address, you would have to go into one tool to prep your list, upload a CSV into a data provider, filter out all the emails it couldn't find, and then do the same process with 10 different email finders. And each data provider was usually charging an annual subscription, so in the end, it was taking so much time and money. But the real problem wasn't just finding email addresses. It was that you had no idea what your prospect actually cared about before reaching out to them. So you were sending cold emails to complete strangers, hoping they will care about what you are selling, with zero insights into the actual problems or what they focus on. That system didn't scale. But here is where it gets interesting. The solution came from founders who were actually struggling for many years. Karim, the CEO of Clay, and his team had been building Clay since way before 2022, trying to make programming accessible to non-technical users. The initial idea was very smart. They had a super ambitious vision, creating a spreadsheet that could be connected to any data source you can think of. The big problem is that they were trying to serve everyone. For example, finance teams wanted it for financial modeling, recruiters saw it as a way to source talent, and salespeople just wanted to use it to prospect better. For years, they were stuck. Decent product, but no clear direction or positioning. They were not growing. Then they made one decision that changed everything. They stopped trying to please everyone and narrowed it down to one specific audience: the growth marketers actually running outbound campaigns. Suddenly, Clay wasn't just another data tool anymore. It became the one tool that let you understand what your prospects were actually working on before you even reach out to them. And that's when agencies like ours realized we're not just getting better data, we're actually getting context into the prospect we wanted to reach out to. Real insights into what prospect cared about. That focused decision didn't just save Clay. It turned them into a $3 billion company and created an entirely new category of agencies. So what exactly is Clay? And how is it actually helping us generate revenue for clients every single month? I'm going to show you exactly how we set it up, and honestly, even if you're just getting started with it, it could literally improve your entire sales process just by starting to use it. So here is the landing page of Clay. So here, to show you a concrete example, I'm gonna show you a live workflow that we have for ourselves at ColdIQ, where we're gonna identify people visiting our websites. So whenever someone visits the website, we're gonna figure out the company, but also the actual person that visited the website. And then here what you see is like a series of enrichments of different columns, and each column is actually finding some data about either the company or the person. So here all the data we get, we pull it from a webhook. So we use 2 different tools, RB2B and Vector, to identify people. Then we're actually gonna create a records inside of our CRM. We're gonna see the page they visited. We're gonna figure out the name of the person, the company to work for. Then we're gonna clean the job title. We're gonna find the LinkedIn profile. We're gonna find some data for them from their LinkedIn profile. Then for the website we didn't find, we're actually gonna use agents to find the domain of the person that visited our website. Then we are gonna test first if the email we receive from the data provider is correct. If not, then we're gonna run what we call a waterfall enrichment. So we're gonna test a series of email provider, one after the other. So here, for example, we start with Prospero. If Prospero doesn't find the email, we're gonna try LeadMagic. If LeadMagic doesn't find the email, we're gonna try Datagma. And so here what we do is we just wanna maximize our chance to find the email of the prospect we wanna reach out to. Once we have the email, we're gonna make sure that the person is not in our HubSpot yet. And then once we have the final email, we're actually gonna look at the company. And then we're gonna figure out if the company fits our ideal customer profile. Is it the type of companies we actually want to sell to? And we're also going to figure out if the person actually fits our ICP. So is the person actually fitting the type of people we want to target? Then if they are not the right job title, then we might want to search for a decision maker in the company, because then we can actually reach out to the decision maker. So we try to establish, you're running some prompts directly with OpenAI. Here we're gonna figure out the seniority level of the person by running this prompt. Based on, so we're gonna refer to the job title column, outputs, seniority level, category, entry level, mid-level, senior, director, vice president, 6O partner consultant, only and nothing else, and only return the seniority level. If it fits the seniority level we want, then we're actually gonna push all the data to our email sequencer we use instantly at ColdIQ to actually send all those emails. And so that's the type of campaign you can run inside of Clay. So I've already explained earlier in the video what Clay is, but you can see Clay as a very big Excel spreadsheet that's connected to a lot of different data sources. And so the idea with Clay is that you can centralize all the data enrichment you would do, finding emails, connecting to your CRM, looking for some data that you would find only with some specific tools. Everything can happen inside of Clay directly. And so that's why it was such a game changer, because before you would have to orchestrate a bunch of tools. Now we can just synchronize everything inside of Clay. And so that's why Clay became such a big game changer. Okay, now you have it. Now you can have a better understanding of what Clay can do. And you can see the potential, because what used to take a team of SDRs weeks to research, you can now do in 10 minutes using Clay. And honestly, that's just the beginning. Implementing systems with Clay in your own business will already bring incredible results. Hundreds of people are starting very profitable businesses right now, just by implementing this one tool for other businesses. So now, before you start your agency, there is something else I wanted to share with you. You need to know that there are basically 3 ways you can sell a B2B service. So you can either help a company make more money, help a company save money, or you can help a company save time. But to be honest with you, from those 3 options, I truly believe that helping companies make more money is the easiest one to sell. If you go to any business and tell them, hey, pay me 5K and I will triple it, and you can actually prove that you have done it before, I truly believe that no business is gonna say no to that. It's that simple. So that brings us back to AI sales and why it's one of the easiest business models to start right now. AI sales agencies are basically what social media marketing agencies were in 2020. You're not just providing a service, you're showing businesses something they didn't even know was possible. It's an incredibly easy thing to pitch. Companies already know they need automated outbound. Everyone wants more clients. You can literally show them the return on investment by asking what each sales call is worth to them. And then you can just explain to them how much more they would make with 20 extra leads per month. Plus, you can help them save money by automating the work of an entire SDR team. And that's actually how, with a small team, we started an agency that has now grown to 60 clients and almost $500,000 in monthly recurring revenue. There is a catch though. To charge premium rates, you need to understand how these systems work. Clay alone isn't going to scale your business without the right approach. It's a powerful tool, but if you don't know what you're doing, you're just going to struggle with it. You still need the strategy, the delivery, and the client management know-how, all the things that actually make an agency work. With the right AI tools and the right processes, a really small team can now do what used to take 50 people to do. And Clay is just one part of the system. It's the same process we use to go from 0 to 6 million in annual recurring revenue, and it's what we teach members of our accelerator. For example, that's what we taught to Dominic, our accelerator member. He launched his own AI sales agency and got 4 new clients in his first month. To scale a successful agency, you need to master the whole system. The targeting, the research, the copywriting, deliverability, client management, all of it. But learning how to use Clay is a great first step. In the Cold IQ Accelerator, we teach you the same system we used to get where we are now. Over 100 episodes covering everything from Clay fundamentals to advanced AI workflows. Plus, we do weekly calls where we help with the other parts of running an agency. You get to interact with me and my business partner directly, so it's not just you trying to figure it out on your own. We have worked with over 100 people so far, and we're seeing great results with students like Zonker. Zonker actually closed his first client for 2.5K just 4 weeks after he joined the accelerator. So if you want to see the exact system behind a 6 million a year agency, the entire Clay workflows, how we generate thousands of leads, let's jump on a call. We can show you exactly how this would work for your business. This AI sales agency opportunity won't be around forever. As more people figure this out, it's going to be much more competitive. You already have a ton of Clay agencies out there. But right now, if you have the right system, you can still charge premium rates, build something truly useful, and help a lot of companies around the world. I really hope this video was helpful. If it was, please hit subscribe. Every week, I want to share what we are learning from scaling our business to 6 million a year, the real tools and the real strategies we're actually using in our business. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next one.